Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Sorry I wasn't here with you yesterday. Lots of stuff went on. Lots of stuff went on yesterday. You know, the ups, the downs, all the good stuff. Zyla thought she broke her finger, took her to the hospital. She didn't, just tore some tissue and whatever, but anywho, so it is Columbus Day, and so Michael is here. Zyla's at a friend's house, but just so you know. But anywho, so the song that keeps coming to me this morning is 'Cause I'm not ready to find out you know how to forget me. Hello, Rose. Hello, Trisha. So, hey, Carol. So, listen, I know that we don't like hearing about it, but we're going to be talking about an ex, probably, okay? Maybe not necessarily an ex. This could be family members. This could be lots of people from your past that you are moving on from, okay? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lori. Hey, Braveheart. 'Cause I'm not ready to find out you know how to forget me. Hey, Deborah. Two Deborahs. Deborah. Yeah. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Eli. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that a little bit. Also, as far as the interruption the other day, don't worry about it. I don't know all of the details. We just know that we wish everyone all of the healing, right? All of the healing and all of the love that they deserve and that they desire. Okay? That's where we're at with that. Yeah, God didn't make me a singer, that's for sure. But it's okay. I still like singing. Let's find out what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? What deck do we want to use? This one? I said, sure. Okay. Yeah, so, it was just a couple people playing around, you know. Again, I don't know the extent of everything. I just know that, just wish them healing. That's it. That's it. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to know? Yeah, I'm hearing there's a group of people, okay, that may be in this energy. Okay, there's a group of people that are not, that's a lot, Holy Spirit, there we go, that are not ready for you to let them go, fam. They are just not, okay? This could be your family. This could be, you know, exes, siblings, which is family, friends. Like, I am getting the sense that it's like people from your past are like, man, yeah, because you are moving on. You're gaining a lot of spiritual awareness here, but you're taking action towards whatever makes you happy, okay? Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. Excuse me. these people could have been people that were like harnessing your energy potentially here, with this Seven of Swords and the Empress card. Okay, it's like there were people. For some of you, there are still some people in your energy here that are, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally, I do not know, but they're pulling on your Empress energy, right? Your ability to attract, your ability to create. Okay. But they left a trail, collective. They left a trail is what I heard. Okay. Yeah, they're not very good at hiding something here. They're not very good at hiding something here. Here's my thing, is they are like, whoever these people are, they're feeling left out. They're feeling like there's a missed opportunity with you, okay? It's like they, okay. Yeah, okay. So, listen, these people had an idea of your power, of your energy, right? It's almost like some of these people are like energetic vampires, or they're energetic, they harvest energy here. So they have an eye for, the earth angel, okay? And it really, I feel like these people for a while were like, man, they're using these words like they were like feeding off of humans here, okay, not actually eating humans, but feeding off of their energy. And it's like, then they came across you and they were like, ooh, jackpot, like that's a light, that's an energy that we need. It's almost like, and now I'm seeing like an umbrella, like you created an umbrella around these people, an umbrella of protection, by simply staying attached to them here, okay, or connected with them. And I feel like you're releasing this connection, okay, and they're not ready to find out you know how to forget them. Okay, because here's my thing, is like that umbrella goes with you, right? It's like I just literally saw somebody like close an umbrella, right? And you're like bringing it with you. So it's almost like this umbrella, you're like closing it, and this is not going to turn out very good for them, okay? I heard this has been going on for years. All right, so this could be different people, all the different things and stuff here, but yeah, this has been going on for years. You have been literally holding up this umbrella, even if you've like disconnected from these people like a while back. It's like somehow there was like something still keeping you, like keeping this protection, this umbrella over them, like maybe like one person in the group, or like I don't know, there's something about that here, okay? It's almost like you had really pulled away, right? But it's like there was like one attachment left that was really keeping this umbrella over them here, okay? Again, I don't know who this is to you, and I don't know, exactly the extent of, because some of these people, they didn't know. But anyways, but they also didn't know, right? They saw in you this Empress energy, and but they left a trail here, like I said, right? They were pulling on your energy, all these people pulling on your energy. But they left a trail. I feel like you've been trying to figure out who these people were, who it was that was pulling on your energy, who it was that was like doing these attacks here, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Like, again, I want to remind you that we're all safe, okay? And everything is fine. But they didn't, when it's like they saw something in you, but they didn't quite know who you were. That's the important part here, okay? Because they had been doing this to people for like I heard centuries. So my guess is these people have been like reincarnating or like whatever, pulling on people's energy here for like in many different lifetimes. It's like this clan always like incarnated together, and they just like pull on people's energy, and but it's like they've never ran into anyone quite like you, collective, okay? And they've never and so it was unique. I feel like your energy changed their lives ultimately here. And I heard you gave them the time of their lives. Okay, so this might be somebody in particular that feels like the best time in their life was when they were with you, right? It like has not been the same since. It's like some of you, this person separated from you, or these people separated from you thinking, yeah, you know, this isn't that great, or I can find better. And it's like they're recognizing now that the literally the best time in their life is when they were connected with you, when you had this umbrella over them, okay? You may begin to see some of these people's karma. Don't watch, please, okay? It's just not, it's none of our business. I feel like there's a reason that you may see it, and I feel like that's that trail, right? It's the trail that God wants you to see. And so that you can, it's like for this clarity, okay, to know where this was coming from, to know, you know, who had been harnessing on your energy, okay, yeah, because I'm not ready to find out you know how to forget me. I don't know any other words. I just keep hearing it. Yeah, this could have been a relationship here, okay? But it's like this person, whoever this person was, right? They just, they thought that the grass was going to be greener, you know? And they thought that they could just continue to pull on your energy and leave you, you know, I'm literally getting this image. It's like somebody who's like laying in the dirt, okay? I'll be honest, it is a female, okay? And it's like laying in the dirt, and I'm like seeing, I wish I could explain it, but it's almost like being able to see the energy just like being pulled from this person, okay? And, you know, going in all of these different directions. And it's like they thought that they could just leave you laying in the dirt and that you wouldn't get up. That's it. They thought you would never get up. And collective, boy, did you get up. You got up. And they're like, what? What? Like, you know, this, the way that I said that, like, you got up. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, you know, that's like literally never happened. I feel like whoever these people were, again, for many, many lifetimes, would, yeah. Oh yeah, there's like at least 3 people involved here, okay? For many lifetimes, they would do this, right? And nobody has ever gotten up. Nobody has ever gotten up. That's why, listen, collective, this was part of the contract. This was part of the plan, because these people needed to be stopped. They needed to know that they can't always, you know, although for probably many, many lifetimes, they did this, whether it be to you or to other people, the people never got up, right? So they continued to have this umbrella over them. They would, you know, go in and harness other people's energy and create a life out of it, and nothing, and there were no repercussions ever, because whomever they were harnessing that energy from never got up. But collective, you got up. And they're not ready because they know that when you forget them, because you've already gotten up, they're worried. They're worried about what's coming. They are. They're worried about what's coming. Yeah, you stood up and you stepped into your power, and you are, I heard fighting back. So maybe not necessarily like in the physical sense of those words, fighting back, but it's like, no, you're not gonna fucking leave me here in this dirt. You think I'm just gonna lay here? You think I'm just gonna lay here, right? That's you, collective. You think I'm just gonna lay here and take this and allow you to pull on my energy like this, allow you to destroy my life? No. No. No, 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 no. No! That's you. That is you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you learn the truth about yourself, okay? You learn the truth about yourself. These people have been doing anything and everything that they can to keep you attached to them. And you have slowly been separating. But now you're kind of like looking at this situation like, really, guys? Really? Like, are you, like, look, in both of these cards, look at her face. Look at their faces. Like, really, guys? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Can you see their faces? Not really. It's like, look at them. Sorry, I'm on a delay, so it's just gonna take me a minute to make sure you can see it. Yeah. Like, it's like, almost like you feel like you're unbothered, but it's almost this energy of like, again, really, guys? Like, are you kidding me right now? Come on. You know, like, you should know better by now. So, collective, I feel like, you know, one of the big things aside from changing your generational, you know, your DNA, shifting that and healing generational curses and trauma and wounds and all of that, it's also there's also this energy of like, another purpose is to stop these people, okay? It's to stop these people because they need to be stopped, okay? They need to be stopped, and you are stopping them. Like, solely on your own with your divine team, okay? This is a group of people against you, coming up against you, one individual, okay? One individual. So I want you to think about that, collective. I want you to just think about that today. If it takes a whole group to come up against one person, understand who you are. Understand your power. 11 or 111 right here. Okay, I'm seeing it 2 times. 111 might be significant, okay? But Tanya, did you say that or did I say that first? That's so funny. It takes a whole group of people to come against you. Please understand who you are. Please understand your power. Please understand your connection with the divine, your connection with God. Please. I'm just like, you have to recognize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it literally took this whole group to attempt to keep you down. And you can't, you just wouldn't stay. You wouldn't stay, right? It was like, maybe you would like start to get up, right? Because I'm seeing somebody like that same person that's laying on the ground, right? And I'll be honest, this person's like naked. So these people probably took a lot of things from you emotionally, in the physical, materialistically, okay? Like it's like, and I see this image of like this person like starting to get up, right? It's like you'd get up and you'd like sit up, right? You'd be sitting up and you'd be starting to get on your knees, and then somebody would come back and it's like they would push you back down, right? They would push you back down, and I'm like literally seeing, oh my gosh, this is kind of like it's like somebody, I don't know how to explain this without it sounding like super violent, because it doesn't feel like a violent situation. It just feels like a metaphor or like an analogy of like like you would start to get up, right? And somebody would come and they like I'm seeing somebody with a whip, but I'm also seeing people like kicking and punching, and it's like it got to the point, collective, where it was like they would come and they would do that, right? And for a little while it'd bring you back down, okay? But then it just, you had begun to build so much strength. Like while you were down, you had begun to build so much strength, and you had begun to look within you like, I don't understand why I'm laying here. You know what I mean? Like, why am I laying here? You know? And so it was like there was nowhere else to turn, right? It's like I'm literally seeing somebody who is in a desert, right? There's nobody around. There's nothing around to turn to other than to turn within. And so as you continue to do that, as you continue to turn within, right, you develop this resilience and this strength and this perseverance. And so it's almost like even when these people would come and they would, try to, beat you back down, you still continue. Like I'm seeing somebody like this person is still standing up, is still raising as they're being, like, as punches are being thrown, and as, and this sounds very violent, and I don't feel as though that it was actually a violent situation, maybe for some of you, and for that I apologize that you ever had to experience that. Know that this was something that it is part of the journey, right? And nobody deserves to experience that, but at all, ever. So again, I don't feel like this was actually, in the physical, that this was what was happening, but yes. And it's like you stood up. You stood all the way up. Okay, and it's almost like for some of you, you stood up, right? But you still, because there was like some sort of blindfold, or there was like some sort of like shield, or some sort of veil or something around this situation. It's almost like their faces were blurred when they'd come and try to beat you back down, right? It got to a point where they would come and they would throw these attacks, or they would, whatever, and it was like you knew it was happening, but it was like blurry, right? It was like you couldn't see who it was, you weren't sure, but you were still standing, right? It couldn't take you down. And now I get the sense it's like that blurriness is going away. You're starting to see who these people are. You're starting to recognize this group of people for who they are. And it's almost like you are like walking away. It's like, I feel like in that moment when that clarity comes through, right? It's like all of a sudden you see that you're like standing in the middle where you thought that you were alone and in this desert. It's like you see yourself like standing in the middle of this like space where it's like you feel like you're surrounded by like these energetic, and they're like kind of scary looking. I'm not gonna lie. the vision that I just got, these are scary people. Like underneath the skin suit, these are scary looking people, okay? And it's like you're like, oh shit, I need to close up this umbrella. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get, like, what like, you know what I mean? That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. Oh yeah, that's a good song. Trisha, I'm still standing. Yeah. Yeah, and it's almost like for a second you might be like, oh man, like really? Again, going back to that energy, like, really, guys? Like, oh man, like, that sucks, like, man, I thought you guys were better than that. Man, I thought it was different than that. Man, you know, it's like I'm not even feeling like hurt from you. I'm feeling more of like disappointment than anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling more disappointment because it's like, man, I thought you guys were better than that. Like, I thought we had moved on from whatever this was, right? I thought we were all growing. And it's like, you're recognizing that it's like, nope, collective, you're the only one growing here, okay? And not to say, like, I just mean in that certain situation, right? It's like, no, you're shown that you are quite literally the only one growing here. Okay, and with these certain people, and I'm feeling a little disappointment because it's like, that sucks, you know, like that really freaking sucks. Yeah, because it's like, I thought. But, all right, let's see. Yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready. But, unfortunately, they don't have a choice. The Hermit card, both times, okay? Listen. Yeah. You know. You know who these people are. Quit denying it. Okay, some of you, it's like you really just want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Some of these people may show up to the community like in a positive light, and so it's like, you know, surely it's not them, right? The name Shirley might be significant. It's like, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, there is a way. Okay, they've had on some sort of, you know, energetic protection or some sort of veil for a long time, and it's like there's some sort of truth, okay? It's like you take down the umbrella and it's like whatever. It was almost collective. It's almost like these people were using your energy to like shield them, right? That's the umbrella, but it's almost like using your energy to like create, you know, it's like that. I'm thinking of like, remember that on Harry Potter, the invisible cloak, right? You would like put on the invisible cloak and nobody could see you. You were invisible. You couldn't even see the cloak, right? It was just gone. So it's almost like, say for instance, like your energy is the invisible cloak, right? They would put on this energy, right? And that's how they would show up to the world, right? And that's how, and so by taking down this umbrella, by removing yourself from these people, okay, that's, yeah, this is what's happening, collective, okay? It's like, I heard it's not even raining. Like, why do we even have this umbrella right now? It's not even raining. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like one day you like wake up and you're like, I've been holding this umbrella and it's just like super sunny outside. It's not even raining. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. So some of you may take down the umbrella, and then you may get this clarity about these people, right? It's like you take down the umbrella by somehow like disconnecting or, you know, just moving on based on like some sort of divine guidance or some sort of, you know, and it's like, yeah. And then you're like, oh shit. That's what you look like? That's what I heard. That's what you look like? Okay, some of you might, listen, for those that are like pretty far on this spiritual journey, okay, and like more so tapped in, okay, I really get the sense that you might see some like scary things, but if you see the scary things, it's because you're ready for them and you're not going to be scared of them, okay? So that's not for everyone, All right, so I just want to let you know that there are some of you that are going to kind of see like the true colors. You're going to see through others. You're going to see actually like, it's like you're going to see the souls, right? You're going to see the demons. You're going to see the angels. You're going to see, right? Be prepared for that. I feel like the first time you might be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna throw you off guard. Yeah, look, it's like, man. Yeah, you gotta believe yourself here with this. You have to trust yourself. Okay? Yeah. But yeah, if whoever that's for, like I said, it's going to be like kind of a moment where you're like, oh shit, you're ugly. And not in a, oh no. No, that is not in an ego way. That's in a, like, your soul is ugly, okay? And you're going to be able to see it. Like, your third eye is opening to this so clearly. And you are going to be able to see it, okay? I feel like also you're going to be able to see, like, for those, you know, that are at this point in the journey, your third eye is going to show you, like, visions of, it's like you're going to be looking at somebody in this lifetime, but your third eye is going to bring you back to a past lifetime where you were connected with this person, and it's going to show you and help remind you of what this connection is. And this is for more than just with these people, okay? I feel like you're being shown what your current connections are in your life, who they are. Yeah, divine feminine here, okay? Yes, you are about to recognize there's a lot of past life energy coming through, okay? About who is who in... And some of you, there are people that are like in your corner right now, okay, that are still, it's like you still may have, okay, it's like releasing and pulling back the, and closing the umbrella on some of these, on this group of people is like, it's almost like a slingshot or like an arrow being shot, and it's like, you know, it's like these people pulled you way back just for when you let go, for you to like shoot forward. Okay, so like whatever they were doing was actually helping you, to be completely honest, and we know that because God always uses our enemies as a footstool. I mean, we all know that. Okay, and so there's this energy that you know, it's like I feel like once you close this umbrella, your spiritual gifts are going to like raise immensely. And here's why I think that is happening. Okay, it's like bunches of levels up. Okay, like you're gonna feel super tapped in, and here's why. It's because this didn't happen until you closed that umbrella, because you were being protected, right? Because they were pulling on your energy, they could also tap into your gifts and see what you see. Now, granted, after a while, they were, you know, your divine team started showing them things that were not what you were seeing. Okay, they were they were confusing them. They were sending them mixed signals, mixed things here to throw them off. Okay, it's almost like they were doing that. They were tapping into your energy to try to figure out what your next move was, so that they could like prevent it, or like cause a roadblock, or like cause some sort of interruption or something like that. Because it's like, I feel collective that you oftentimes move in silence, right? You don't really speak on anything that you're doing and creating. Maybe you did in the past, but you learned that you need to not do that. And so it's like when you went quiet, right? they needed to figure out what your next move was so that they could try to cause some sort of blockage. Well, it got to a point where your divine team was like, no, that's not how this works. And so they would send them like, wrong visions or mixed signals or, something like that. Okay. So closing this umbrella is actually going to like catapult you into this new, and more like tapped in, tuned in connection with the divine. Okay. I feel like you're going to be like extremely like in awe of these gifts. Okay. It's almost like they've been developing in the background, and now that you have separated from these people, and that they can't take advantage of them or use them, okay, because I also feel like some of them maybe were using them to their own advantage, in their own lives here somehow, like, and again, I don't know how all this works, I'm just channeling a message, but, yeah, they wanted to cause confusion here. Okay, it's and they were caused confusion, but I'm telling you, your gifts are, this disconnection is going to, you're going to be like, holy moly, okay? Holy moly, Batman. Yeah. Yep. And you did all this with integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't fight back. It's like I feel like you knew that some of this was happening, right? You knew that that this was going on. Again, I feel like they had blurred themselves out so you couldn't see who they were here, but you still moved with, some of you intuitively knew, but I feel like you continue to move with integrity, right? It's like you knew the truth. You knew that you were headed to some sort of destiny here. So did they. Okay? And I get the sense that, you didn't fight back. You didn't, when you were standing up, right? And they were, throwing punches and, doing all these things, right? You didn't fight back. You literally just continued with your eyes closed. You stay focused, right? And it's like you felt it. You felt the pain. You felt the punches. You felt the whip, right? And you were like, man, this fucking hurts. This fucking hurts, but I gotta stand up. And it's like you did not open your eyes one time to see or to, you know what I mean? It's almost like you trusted. You're like, God, I know that this happens, right? I know that this happens. God's people are the most peculiar people, and they're oftentimes ridiculed and picked on, and and it's like God just kept keep your eyes closed. Look at me, right? And so to look at God is to look within, right? Not some man in the sky. No, inside. God is literally written on every single, in every single cell of your body, right? And so, yeah, you moved with integrity, and I can't make this stuff up. Like, he's literally punching him. He's literally got his fist raised. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you didn't fight back. I heard a whole new world. This card always reminds me of Little Mermaid. But yeah, so it's like a collective. Now I'm seeing like there's like this lush land. Okay, you're coming out of the desert. You spent some time in the desert. Okay, walking, maybe real thirsty, maybe a little hungry, maybe alone. It might be hot. It might be, really cold at nighttime. I don't know. It's like there's this energy of just like being on an island or being in a desert, and it's like you're it's like you finally see, like, I can see like water, I can see grass, I can see, you know what I mean? You're like walking into this like lush land here, okay? Because not only did you stand up, but you walked away, right? It's almost like you didn't realize this. You probably didn't realize that you were doing this, okay? But it's like although you stood up, right? You still just stood still. You still stood still there for them to continue to throw these punches and continue to pull on your energy and continue to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do here. Okay, and it's like finally you walked away, and it's like the desert was like, this is our territory, right? The desert, okay? Cool, guys. Like, I don't really like it here anyways. It's really hot sometimes. I don't know. And it's like you continue to walk and walk and walk, knowing that, like, it's like you walked by your intuition with your integrity, okay? And during this time you continue to, it's like some of you didn't even like open your eyes during the walk, right? It's like there's nothing to look out here anyways. And so you continued, and it's like you listened to your intuition, and finally God said, open your eyes. And you find yourself standing in front of this lush area, right? There's trees, there's grass, there's flowers, there's water, there's all of these things. And it's almost like collective, it's almost like because you had been in the desert for so long, it's almost like this lush area is a little bit intimidating. It's like, like, what's it like over there, right? Like, I don't know, what's the climate? And, and I feel like finally you were just like, okay, let's go over there. Let's go check it out, right? I can step out of, I don't want to be in this desert anymore. It's almost like because your whole life has been in the desert, right? It's like that lush green, that lush area, that area of abundance was uncomfortable because it's not what you were used to. And so some of you collective, you may have like, I'm seeing somebody like jump over into the lush area and they're like, oh, okay. And they jump right back, right? It's still looking at it, still staring at it, but not like moving towards it, right? It's like you jumped in it and you're like, wait a second, this is a little uncomfortable because this is not what I'm used to. So I'm going to go backwards. Let me just like step back over there because that feels safe. And then again, I feel like God was like, well, God was like, okay, close your eyes again. Let me show you. Let me show you. And then look, pretty soon, I feel like collective, she's naked. Otherwise I'd show you more of this card. But, she is resting in this lush area. There's a, waterfall behind her. She's surrounded by all of these, beautiful animals. It's very green. She's naked, which speaks to me about authenticity. Okay. It's like, I feel like, yeah, you finally decide. It's almost like God was like, okay, I get why that was uncomfortable. I understand why that was uncomfortable. So let's close your eyes again. Focus on me. Why is that uncomfortable? And it's like, you were like, that's a really good question, God, because it looks really cool over there. And I feel like, like I'm literally seeing like somebody, the ropes that you like run and grab the rope and you like swing and drop into the water, right? It's like, man, it looks really fun over there. Like I'm seeing like water slides. I'm seeing like, big tables of all this food, like lots of grapes and fruits and vegetables and like a lot of water and like all the good things that we all love, right? Music, I'm hearing music. There's people dancing and singing and like, all of these different things. Like I'm literally seeing like a whole world like right in front of me, You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I'm standing in this desert area, and it's like, God, you're like, well, God, that's a really good question. Let's take a look at that, okay? And so, yeah, I feel like, collective, you're about to step back over into the lushness, into the land of abundance, we'll call it, okay? Because I feel like, again, you stepped into it, right? But it was almost a little uncomfortable, and so you took a step back. But you did the right thing, right? You're like, well, I don't know why that's uncomfortable over there. I don't know why I want to be in this desert when I can clearly see all of these fun things, all of this abundance right in front of me. And you've been looking at that, okay? And I get the sense, collective, that it's about time for you to try to step back over again. Okay? And see how you feel. And here's my thing is, it's going to be uncomfortable at first in a new environment, in a new space, surrounded by new people, okay? But if it's uncomfortable, it's not about what's around you, okay? That's not the problem. The problem is, and again, it's not even a problem. Okay, let's not even call it a problem. It's because you have been conditioned that the desolateness, the dryness, the emptiness, the vastness of the desert is what is comfortable, right? The nothingness. Okay, and so it's like that. It's not that you have a problem. Okay, it's that there is a program or something inside of you that is saying that you don't deserve to be in this abundance, right? That's what makes you uncomfortable. And so, yeah, I feel like, collective, you're about to walk into it, and instead of the next time you feel uncomfortable, because I really get the sense that, once you take a few steps in, it's almost like the desert just kind of like disappears. Right? It like dissipates, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by this land of abundance, and you can't go back. Okay, there's no going back to the desert. Okay, and so at that point you have no other choice but to continue to go within if you find yourself feeling uncomfortable in this new found abundance. Okay? I heard move in silence. Something about moving in silence right now. Some of you might actually be moving, okay, in silence here. Like an actual physical move, possibly, or... Yeah, because here's the thing, is like, you step over, because I'm being brought to that song, I'm hearing that again, because I'm not ready to find out you know how to forget me. It's like, when, I saw that desert disappear, right? It's like, that's also what's going to happen with these people, because they're in the desert. Okay, that's their, that's their land. Okay, and I feel like, you're like, cool, take it, have it, because I have been so thirsty there. And it's like over here, you're feeling hydrated, you're feeling good, eating good, healthy foods, listening to things that are conducive to your new higher vibration, right? And frequency. Yeah, it's different, okay? But it's like, it's time to close the umbrella, family. It's time to leave the desert. It's time to, it's time to go. It's time to go. So, collective, you may be working through a couple things on that, okay? Confirmation. So, again, collective, that's confirmation on something. You may be asked to go within today in order to be able to finally step into that abundant land. Okay, so go within today, look at it, right? Why am I so comfortable in this desert, and why don't I, like, why am I afraid to be over there? Why am I, like, what is this? What is this? Why did I step back here? Why, you know what I mean? So look at that today. If you feel like you know that there are some things that are coming up that may be like holding you in this desert, okay, look at that today. You're being asked to go within and to look at that, because I almost get the sense, collective, that like you're going to be stepping over that threshold again, okay? And or maybe, you know, maybe you've already done it, right? And so there might be some things that are rising up in you as you turn around and you watch this desert disappear. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Hey, to the 13-year-old in here, yeah, like, listen. Okay, you're being kind today. Sorry, I misread a message. We can play nice. That's all I want to say. Because I'm not trying to, you know, prevent anyone from having the opportunity of healing and becoming the best version of themselves. And I know that that's what this community is aligning everyone to, by paving a way. And we can coexist. Okay. And I feel honored to have been chosen to pave the way. I'm going to get emotional about it. To be one of the many to help pave the way. And so, like, I hope you understand that it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to be able to, like, cause any chaos in my life. You're not going to be able to cause any chaos in, you know, and this is not just towards you, my dear. It's towards anyone. This is a community where we help each other grow and evolve, and we love each other. And I'd love for you to love yourself enough to join us. Okay? All right, guys. Love you, Tanya. Have a good day. Yeah. It's not hard to be kind and to respect others, because there are people that are here that are like serious because they're actually getting something out of these messages. It's actually helping their lives. So if you don't want to be serious about it, then that's okay. And my feelings are not hurt. But just keep your shenanigans to yourself, okay? No shenanigans. That's all I'm saying. I hope for all the healing. All right, guys. I'm going to jump. I love you all so very much. So much. Okay? Love you, love you, love you. We'll talk soon.